Today my topic is group theory. Today my topic is group theory. Before going the group theory, we will see the binary operation. In the binary operation, we are taking any set S. We are taking any set S which is non-empty set. Here what is an empty set? Empty set which are no elements. You call it as an empty set. We are taking any set which are non-empty set. At least one element must be there. Here and we are taking a function f, s to s, s cross to s to s. That function is the f is called binary operation. We will call it as a f is called binary operation. We will denote it with circle or asterisk. The symbol will denote it with binary operation, circle or asterisk. We can take circle and asterisk, we can take any operation, plus, minus, multiplication, division, we can take it. We will denote it with binary operation, circle or asterisk. For example, I will take one example. We will see some example. Here, any elements, any set, I am taking S set, natural numbers. Any set means S. I am taking natural number. I am taking example, natural numbers 1, 2, 3, so on. Here, a function f, natural number to natural number to natural number, means this set. How will be this set? Binary operation set. A circle B belongs to S such that AB belongs to S. We can take any numbers. We can take 3, 4. Any numbers we can take. Belongs to natural number. I am taking any natural number. Here I told circle means circle or asterisk means some binary operation. Any operation you can take. I am taking here plus. I am taking circle as a plus. Here 3. What is an formula? A circle B means here A means I am taking 3. Circle means you can take, I am taking plus, you can take minus, anything. 4, here 4. What will get 3 plus 4? 7. 7 belongs to natural number? Yes, 7 belongs to natural number. Therefore, A circle B is also belongs to natural number. Therefore, here the set natural number satisfy the binary operation with respect to addition. F satisfy the binary operation. Now I am telling another example for binary operation. Here natural numbers, I am taking set as natural number and operation is a minus. I am taking operation is a minus. Here binary operation denoted with circle, no? Circle is nothing but I am taking minus. Here I am taking any elements 4, 7 belongs to natural number. Here 4, 7. 4. What is an operation I am taking? Minus 7. What will get 4 minus 7? Minus 3. Here minus 3 belongs to natural number. Minus 3 is there in natural number set? No, it does not belongs to natural number. Therefore, with respect to natural number with respect to minus is not a binary operation. Next topic is an commutative property. We'll see. Commutative property. What is a commutative property? I am taking A comma belongs to, I am taking same natural number set with respect to plus, minus, anything we can take. A circle B is equal to B circle A, where A comma belongs to that natural numbers, then we will call it as a commutative property. Next, associative property. Here associative properties, here we are taking two elements. I am taking in associative property A, B, C belongs to natural numbers. A circle B circle C must be equal to A circle B circle C. If it satisfies this property, we'll call it as an associative property. For example, I am taking in natural number set, I am taking no. In natural number set, we can take anything. Suppose 1 comma 2. With respect to, I am taking plus. Okay. Here 1 plus 2 is equal to 2 plus 1. Here A plus B is equal to B plus A. What will get? 1 plus 2, 3. Here 2 plus 1, 3. Here 3. It is in the form of A plus B is equal to B plus A, no? 1 plus 2 is equal to 2 plus 1. 3 is equal to 3. LHS is equal to RHS. Therefore, it satisfies with respect to plus binary operation. Next, with respect to associative property. Associative property, here we will see, we can take 1, 2, 3 belongs to natural numbers. 1 plus 2 plus 3 is equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3. Here 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 3. 1 plus 3 plus 2, 5. Here 3 plus 3, 6. Here 1 plus 5, 6. LHS and RHS are equal. Therefore, it satisfies the associative property. Now, we will start distributive property. Here in distributive property, we can take any set. I told you, I am taking natural numbers only. You have to understand, that's why I am taking natural numbers set. You can take real number, anything you can take it. Here A, B, C belongs to natural numbers. I am taking natural number set. Here in distributive property, we are taking two binary operations. One is circle A, circle B, and one is asterisk C. I am taking two binary operations. You can take two binary. One is an plus and one is an into. You can take it. And A asterisk C circle B asterisk C. If it satisfies this property, we will call it as a distributive property. We are taking two properties. Here this is an right distributive property, and also we have left distributive property also we have. A asterisk B circle C. A circle B asterisk A circle C. For example, we will see. We will see some example. I am taking 1, 2, 3 belongs to natural numbers. I am taking circle is an plus and asterisk is an minus. I am taking. You can take any operation. Here A circle B means I am taking 1. What is an A? 1. This is an A, B, C. A is a 1 and I am taking plus 3. Sorry, 1 plus what is an B? 2. 1 plus 2, and this is an I am taking I am taking one is an plus and one is an into. Okay, and into 3. Here what we can write, what you'll get, 1 plus 2, 3 into 3, 3 3 is 9. Left side and right side we'll see. What you'll get here, A means what? 1, into means into, C means 3 plus next one 2 into 3. What you get? 1 3 is 3 plus 2 3 is 6. 6 plus 3 9. What you get? LHS and RHS will get same. Therefore, it satisfies the distributive property. Next topic is an algebraic structure. Algebraic structure is nothing but, already we have studied binary operation. One or more binary operations. One or more binary operation, we'll call it as an algebraic structure. Here suppose we are taking natural numbers. We are taking natural number with respect to plus we have seen. And we can also see natural number with respect to dot. Dot means multiplication. I am taking operation. Like that, binary operations. I am taking here another one, real numbers. Real number with respect to plus and real numbers with respect to multiplication. Real number with respect to subtraction. Like that, we can take any algebraic expressions. Here we are taking algebraic expression. Algebraic structure is nothing but one or more, 2 or more binary structures. We'll call it as an algebraic structure. Next topic is we'll see. Here now we study the semi-group. What is a semi-group? Semi-group is nothing but a non-empty set G with a binary operation circle is said to be semi-group. Any set we can take, G is a non-empty set. We can take we are taking G is non-empty set. Non-empty set G. G means you can take any set, natural number, real numbers, any set we can take it. A non-empty set G with the binary operation circle. With the binary operation, I told any operation you can take like G circle. G circle is a sum, G is a set and circle is an operation. Here I am taking, suppose we can take G is an set, no any set we can take natural number and circle is an plus. Here any operation circle is said to be semi-group. When we will call it as a G circle is an semi-group. When we will call it as G circle is semi-group, if it satisfies two conditions. First one is a circle. Circle is nothing but any operation. Circle satisfy closure property on G. Circle must be satisfy the closure property and also circle must be satisfy associative property. Again I will repeat it. I am taking G is non-empty set. Any set is non-empty and we are taking G circle is satisfy semi-group. When will it satisfy means circle must be satisfied closure property as well as associative property. For example, I am taking this natural number with respect to plus. Here I am taking G is a set means any set we can take. No, I am taking natural number and circle is a plus. When n plus is satisfied with respect to closure and associative property, then we will call it as a semi-group. We will see some example. I am taking, now we know that 1, 2, 3 so on natural number set. Here closure property is nothing but binary operation only. Closure property is nothing but binary operation. I am taking 2, 3 belongs to natural number. Here, what is a binary operation with respect to? I am taking plus. We can take any operation, minus also. Here I am taking plus 2 plus 3. What will get? 5. 5 is belongs to natural number? Yes. N satisfies the closure property. N satisfies closure property. Here is satisfied closure. And we will see associative. Here, for this associative, how many terms you have to take? 3 terms. I am taking 1, 2, 3 belongs to natural numbers. Here, associative property means 1 plus 2 plus 3 is equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3. What you get? 1 plus 5. Here, 3 plus 3. 6 is equal to 6. You will get LHS RHS equal. Therefore, it satisfying closure property and also it satisfying the any satisfying associative property. Associative property. Therefore, what we'll call it as an N plus satisfies closure property as well as associative property. Therefore, N plus is called, what we'll call it as semi group. Now, we can take another example, N minus. N plus we have seen. N plus is a semi group. Now we'll see N minus is semi group or not. I am taking natural number set 1, 2, 3, so on. Here I am taking 2 elements, any 2 elements, 2, 4 belongs to natural number. Anything we can take in this set, and with respect to what we are taking? Minus. N minus we are taking. Here, what you do? Operation 2 minus 4. 2 minus 4, what you get? Minus 2. Minus 2 belongs to N. Minus 2 belongs to S? No, it does not belongs to N. Therefore, N minus is not closure. It not satisfy the closure property. If it not satisfy closure property, it is not a N minus is not semi group. We'll see another example. I think you have understood what is an semi group. Another example we will see. If Q is the set of rational numbers and circle is the binary operation on Q defined on A circle B, A plus B by 2, for A comma B belongs to Q is Q comma circle semi group. This is one question we can solve. It is a semi group or not. Q or we all know that Q is a rational numbers. They are asking Q circle is a semi group or not. We'll check it. For semi group, what we have the 2 conditions. One is a closure and one is an associative. First we'll see the closure property and associative property. Another one we can see associative property. Already here Q is a rational number. It is a with respect to circle is a definitely it is a closure property. We will see associative property. Here A circle B. What is an associative property? A circle B circle C is equal to A circle B circle C. This is an associative property. If it satisfies associative property, here A circle B is nothing but A plus B by 2. Circle C. Here A circle. What is a B circle C? Instead of A, we can write B and C. B plus C by 2. And here, instead of this is an, we'll assume that this is an A and this is an B. What we can write? A plus B by 2. This is an A plus, and this is a B. What is there here? C by total 2. And what we'll get here? A plus B plus C by 2 by 2. We'll see what we get here. We know that LCM A plus B. Here LCM, what will that get? LCM 2. A plus B plus 2. Here LCM we are taking 2. Here 2. A plus B plus 2C by 2. And here 2A plus B plus C by 2. What will get A plus B plus 2C by 2 to the 4. Here 2A plus B plus C by 2 to the 4. Here LHS and RHS are equal. It is not equal. Therefore, Q circle is not satisfies. Q circle is not satisfies associative. Is not satisfy the associative property. Therefore, Q circle is not semi-group. Q circle is not a semi-group. Next one we'll see. I think you will understand semi-group. Next topic is we'll see another topic. Now we'll see the identity element. Identity element, any set we can take. S is non-empty set. E is any element belongs to element S. S is any set we are taking. Non-empty set, I told you already, any one element or at least one element must be there. Any set you can take. E is any element belongs to S. Then E, and the circle is any operation on S. Circle is any operation on S. Then E circle A is equal to A circle E, where for all A must be belongs to set S. Here every element we are taking, for example, we can take example. I am taking here set, natural number set 1, 2, 3, so on, and here I am taking 2. With respect to operation is nothing but I am taking plus. Or another we can take real numbers also. Every time taking natural numbers, no. Now I can take integers. Integers I am taking set -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, so on. This is an integer set. Let's see here. -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, so on. Now I am taking integer set. Any element you can take. I am taking -2, -3 belongs to integers. Or any here only one element we want means you can take only one element, -3. -3. What we are taking operation, we can take plus or minus, any operation. -3 plus is equal to, what will get? Same element. -3 we are taking now, what will get? -3. And next one plus -3. What will get? -3. Answer what will get? E circle A is equal to A circle E means you must get A only, like that. -3 plus some identity element. E is nothing but identity element. Some identity element must be equal to -3. Here also some identity element is equal to -3. What is an identity element? When we will get same element if we have 0. See, -3 plus 0, -3 only now. You can take 2 plus 0, 2 only. For any element, you can take, suppose here also 0, same 0 plus. You can take suppose 4. 4 belongs to integers. Here 4 plus, same you have to get. When we'll get 4? 0. For every element we are getting, for every term we are getting, identity element is a 0. Therefore, what is done with I plus? For I plus, what is an identity element? 0. What is the identity element? Is a 0. This is about identity element. Now we'll see the monoid. What is a monoid? What is a monoid? Monoid is nothing but a group G. G is a non-empty set. A group, any set G, any set G, it must be a non-empty set, and circle be an any operation. G is an any set and it must be a non-empty set, and circle be an operation. When we'll call it as an G circle is an monoid. When we'll call it as an G circle is monoid, if it satisfies closure property, and it must be satisfied associative property, then it satisfied identity element. If it satisfies closure property, associative property, identity element, then it is called as a monoid. Already I told you we can take natural number set n plus. Natural number set, you know that one, two, three, so on. Here I am taking 1 comma 2 belongs to natural number. 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. 3 belongs to natural number. Therefore, it satisfies the closure. Here I am taking 1, 2, 3 belongs to natural number. Here 1 plus 2 plus 3 is equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3 is equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3. Here 3 plus 3, here 1 plus 5, 6 is equal to 6. Is satisfy the associative property. But here I am taking 2 belongs to natural number. 2 plus 0 is equal to 2. 0 plus 2 is equal to 2. But 0 does not belongs to natural number. Therefore, it is not a monoid. N plus is not a monoid. But N plus is a semi-group. Because it satisfies closure associative means semi-group. If it satisfies closure associative identity means it must be a monoid. But it is not satisfied. Now you can take Z plus. Another example, Z plus. Here I am taking Z plus. Z plus is nothing but integers. Minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, so on like that. Now I am taking Z plus. Here I am taking 1 comma 2 belongs to integers. 1 plus, I am taking operation plus. 1 plus 2, 3. 3 belongs to natural integers? Yes. Next one, it satisfies closure. Now we will see associative. 1, 2, 3 belongs to Z. 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 is equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3. Here 1 plus 3 plus 3 is equal to 1 plus 5. 6 is equal to 6. It satisfies the associative property. Associative. Next one. Suppose minus 3 or minus 4 belongs to integers. Minus 4 plus dash is equal to minus 4 dash minus 4 is equal to minus 4. When we will get minus 4? 0. Here 0 is an identity element. It is also belongs to Z. Therefore, it satisfies the identity element also. Therefore, Z plus is an monoid. Next, we'll see existence of inverse. If any, we can take any set S, which is non-empty set, and A comma B belongs to S. If A circle B is equal to E is equal to B circle A. Here E is an identity element. A is inverse B and B is an inverse of A. Then it is called as the existence of inverse. We will see some example, then you can understand. I am taking integers Z. I am taking integer set. Here I am taking element -2 belongs to Z. And here is identity element. With respect to I am taking plus. With respect to plus, what is an identity element? 0. 0 is an identity element. -2. What is an identity element? 0. What will get here? What will get here? Here -2, we have to get identity element. With respect to plus, we know that identity element is a 0. For multiplication, identity element is 1. Here -2. What is an inverse? When will get 0? When will get 0 -2? 2. When will get 2? -2 plus 2? 0. Here also. Here -2. What is an 2? Here -2 inverse is a 2. -2 inverse is a 2. What is the inverse of -2? 2. This is existence of inverse. Next we will see the group. Now we will see the main topic, what is a group theory. It is very important for BTech and degree students. What is a group theory? I am taking G circle. We call G is a non-empty set. G is a non-empty set and circle is a binary operation. Any operation we can take it. Circle is a binary operation. When we'll call it as a group? When we'll call it as a group? G circle must be satisfies 4 properties. First one, closure. Second one, associative. Third one, existence of inverse. Existence of identity. And fourth one, existence of inverse. If it satisfied 4 properties, then we'll call it as a group. What are the properties? Closure, associative, existence of identity, existence of inverse. If it satisfies this 4 property, we'll call it as a group. I think you can understand what is a group. Now we'll see one example and you can understand easily. I am taking example, real numbers. Real numbers means all points, all include now -2, 1, 0, 1, 2. All points, all numbers, all including. Real number is a very big element. I will see R plus is a group or not. Let us take any element. Circle is an operation. Circle I am taking plus example. Here a real number I am taking -2 belongs to real numbers. And -3 belongs to real number. -2 plus this I am taking 2 now. With respect to plus I am taking. Here -2 plus -3. What will get? minus 2, minus 3. What you get? Minus 5. Belongs to real number? Yes, it belongs to real number. Therefore, R plus is a closure. It satisfies closure. First property. Next property is a, I am taking minus 1, minus 2, minus 2 belongs to real number. Minus 1 plus minus 2 plus minus 3 minus 1 minus 2 minus 3. Here I am doing associative property. Here first in this bracket we have to do minus 1 minus 2 minus 3 plus minus 3. Here minus 1, here minus 2 minus 3 minus 5. Here minus 6, here also minus 6. Therefore it also satisfied. R plus satisfied associative. What are the satisfied? R plus closure associative. Next we have to prove that. What we have to prove that? Identity. Existence of identity, existence of inverse. Here I am taking minus 1 belongs to real number. With respect to plus now, here minus 1 plus what will get? Identity element means we'll get minus 1 plus something is equal to minus 1, and what will get here? Identity element 0. What will get? 0. 0 belongs to real number? Yes, 0 belongs to real number. Therefore, it satisfies, R plus satisfies identity. Existence of identity element. What is an identity element? 0 with respect to plus. Next we will see, suppose here minus 3 belongs to real number. Minus 3 dash is equal to identity element. What is an identity element? 0 is equal to dash plus minus 3. Here identity element we have to get. When we will get identity element? Minus 3. When we get 0, if we write plus 3. Here also plus 3. Minus 3 inverse what is a? 3. Here also minus 3 inverse is a 3. Therefore, what 3 belongs to real number? Yes, it belongs to real number. Therefore, inverse, existence of inverse. We'll get another, if we take 2 means we will get minus 2. Minus 2 means we'll get plus 2 inverse. It is also belongs to real number. Therefore, R plus satisfy closure, associative, identity, inverse. Therefore, R plus is called group. I think you have understood what is a group. Thank you.